back into the house. We've been sleeping here for the last week. So grateful to be back home. Since we've moved in, they have relayed all of our floors. We've had so many issues with the flooring because they didn't level it before they laid the new floors, and I also think they just laid the floors poorly. Also gotten our countertops installed, which they're a beautiful marble, and then the faucet is also gorgeous, and it got finally installed yesterday morning. What we're waiting on left, the insurance situation, is we're waiting for our dishwasher to finally get installed. We're also waiting on the countertops to get sealed. It's supposed to get done today. Insurance wise, that would wrap up pretty much everybody else. Max and I are still gonna have to do a lot of things ourselves. For instance, our old countertops had I guess they call it a backsplash, but it was for mica, and it was like that 4-inch edging above the counters as like a tiny backsplash. We had that removed and we didn't replace it with anything, so eventually we plan on doing our own backsplash of some kind. It's very low on our radar right now. Stuff that I don't want anymore, but if I get rid of it, then I like won't have cups. So many Been There series of the Starbucks cups, and like it's tacky, but also my memories, which is how they get you. And I really just don't want to have, I don't want to have the tacky stuff, you guys. And I'm not saying that like my mom got this for me before we left. It says Arizona on it. If I got a plane ticket, the one place in the world I don't want to go to is Arizona. I don't really want the memory of that, even though I love my family. Or like this mug. It's a bunch of art on a mug. My mom picked it out for me when she was in Austria. What do you do with the art mug? I feel like I have to keep it. It's so thin that it just scares me, the idea of using that one. You probably recognize like the woman in gold painting. I'm exhausted already looking at all this. We are in my new kitchen. You guys want to see a walk through my kitchen? Let me show you. You saw earlier, we've got most of my glassware is on this side. Glasses for iced coffee. My seasonal iced coffee cups are up here. Iced and hot coffees. I just learned that it's not common to have hot coffee mugs that are glass because they usually break. So it's kind of neat that we have these. I thrifted them forever ago, and now I am careful about how hot the items are that go in there because that keeps playing through my mind. So I've got a side of 6 of those, and then on this side I've got regular hot coffee mugs. Things are usually crammed full in here, and I did weed out a lot of stuff. So right now I've got like, this just has tea bags in it. This has my espresso pads for my Nespresso. some regular coffee, my instant oat milk lattes that I just made, a frother that goes with my Nespresso, but you can use it for whatever. And then just, these are some like sort of seasonal hot mugs I just don't want to see every day that I don't plan on getting rid of and have had for a while. And then yeah, these are my seasonal iced coffee mugs, or iced coffee cups. These actually are, I don't know if we can say vintage, but they're Neiman Marcus tumblers that I've had for a while. I also thrifted these and I only had 4. I think originally it may have had 6. Oh, and then these are also, who knows if it's vintage, I really have no idea. But these are Williams Sonoma mugs. I also had 6, I also thrifted these, which was so cool. I love these so much. One of them broke in the dishwasher and I was so sad. I hate thinking about it. So yeah. That's my mug cabinet, about as much as you need to see right now because we're still setting so much up. And yeah, that's the best looking one I've got too. Everything else is just, it's gonna be a while to organize things, and I'm hoping to get some new pans because we really need some. All of our old ones, like the handles aren't staying on. It wasn't a quality set, it was just something when we moved in that we needed, because before we moved here, we had never owned a stove. We were living with my parents in a casita where there's no official kitchen. So a lot of crock pot meals there as well. These countertops we love so much, and it's quite the miracle that we got them because they are marble countertops. That was just nothing I had considered budget-wise, and it ended up being the most affordable thing that we were given as far as the options go. So we're really grateful to have them. We love them so much. And if it weren't for our unique insurance situation and then the gentleman who sold them to us, this wouldn't be in our kitchen. So we're beyond grateful. We feel very, very, very excited about everything else, like how much this is gonna tie in together a beautiful look for our kitchen. Let's talk about the floors for a second. Again, we still have like moving boxes out and everything, but I think hopefully you can catch the vision. I'm so happy with these colored floors that don't totally blend in exactly, but they complement everything so well. Like having this dark colored hutch here, I feel like it's the perfect tone to go with this color of hutch that we have. And then everything else, it just feels like very warm and light without it being, in my opinion, it doesn't feel boring, but I also could feel better. So we've been busy over here at the house trying to find our normalcy again, trying to get our life set back up, trying to find ways to continue to create content through trying to get set back up again. It's kind of just this really weird in-between season, but I know that all of us are doing so much better. All of us are sleeping better. We're in better moods, being in our own space, and sometimes we get angsty looking at all the things. I mean, the list of stuff we've got to do in the house is feeling countless, but it's also just, I'd way rather be here dealing with what I need to get done in the house than to be wishing I was home. So, super grateful to be here. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye.